Thanks, Pat. More than 2,000 people have died from Ebola in Liberia. But as George Thomas reports, Operation Blessing is there with important medical supplies to help fight this horrifying disease.
The panic and anxiety are palpable. Across this poverty-stricken West African nation, Liberians are struggling to contain their fear. The few Ebola treatment centers that are open are overwhelmed and understaffed with the sick and dying. Dozens of victims are dying daily. CBN News arrived in the capital city, Monrovia, late Monday night. The moment we stepped off the plane, each passenger had to wash their hands with bleach. A few feet away, nurses stood armed with thermometers to check temperature. Lines of defense here against the, I'm doing well, thank you, ma'am, against Ebola is right here at the international airport in Monrovia. Each person is checked coming in and also out of the country. Thank you. Liberia has accounted for more than half of the world's deaths from the virus. Despite promises from the government here that the situation is under control, people on the streets aren't buying it. Folks are afraid of one another. There's no touching, no hugging, no pats on the back. Basically, people are keeping at least a full arm's length apart from each other. Operation Blessing has been on the ground helping. This week, the group will set up an additional 6 chlorine generators capable of producing hundreds of gallons of chlorine a day, allowing thousands to wash their hands thoroughly in chlorine water and then with soap to stop the virus. 10 more units are being dispatched. Some 100 chlorinated hand washing stations will also be delivered to affected villages far from the capital city. A 40-foot shipping container full of critical supplies like gloves, masks and bed linens will make their way to Ebola treatment centers. Meanwhile, the daily urgency to get the word out about prevention continues. Teams of volunteers are holding awareness seminars across the country to make sure folks follow critical hygiene steps to keep from getting the virus. I'll continue to bring you the very latest on Operation Blessing's outreach, plus daily behind-the-scenes reports on life in the Ebola zone. Please join me for that and much more on cbnnews.com, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm George Thomas, CBN News, reporting from Monrovia, Liberia.